It's a beautiful day. Gonna have some nice weather this week, getting some geos tied in, some framing, some stonemasons are back this week. So it's gonna be a busy site. You're cleaning up before they work. Most of these guys, they leave a little bit of a mess after work. Every morning they clean it up. Building all the way up. Alright, so right now we're working on some excavation, as you see, digging. We're going to get our geothermal lines tied in on this side of the house. And then while we're at it, we're going to utilize the excavator over here to get our gate and generator line ran that are actually already stubbed out the foundation over there. Let's get them tied out. Platforms. Got this prep for our geothermal guys. Today our guys will be here for the geothermal lines, so get all that tied into our well fields. Then after we're going to get things backfilled, and then we're going to run some more conduits tomorrow. These Maclacs are sweet. They're like a mini excavator with a skid steer bucket set up that you can do. They turn fast and everything. Just about to grab the bucket real quick. The bucket has rollers on the corners, so that way it can literally lean up against your plow on the front there and then act like a skid steer. Some more inlets. They start running their pipe down to the basin. So we're eventually going to get to a point where we got to step it in, shoulder it in. Pretty simple one. We're using our mix of 1x4 and 1x6 first on our flare, and then we're going to 3/4 inch CDX sheathing after that for the slate. Sheathing. JD on the cantilever. Geothermal guys are working on fusion pipe again. So they're ironing up their longer leads. He's working on the manifold with the T-sections now. Backfilling for more pipe. Coming down the hill. Guys got a good start on Geo. Tomorrow they're going to wrap up their tie-ins. Starting to get all these loops all tied together. And then they'll put everything on pressure test it. Once everything's good, then we'll backfill screen. And that's that. So we're gonna get the dormers framed out before I get the roofers out here to pay for this. This one of the guys got this ridge set, already tied a bunch of rafters in. So underneath that block, I don't know if you see it now, but they did a dovetail. You can't really see it, you can kind of see it there. There's a dovetail joint. Busy day on site. Geothermal's getting tied in. Framers are framing the roof area. We are pouring concrete in the basement. Getting our lower level slab in. So this will be one of 4 basement pours. I didn't get a ton of video today. I've had a bunch of meetings, so I'll get more video later on when they finish the other locations. Got a couple pours down here. Now's the fun part. Roof's starting to take shape. Got our screenings in. So our geothermal lines are under there. You know, Ross is over here with the GPS. So we got our GPS and we've been going around and marking all of our excavation digs. So that way we'll have record of everything on the digital file. So we had our uprights already figured, but I wanted to mark out exactly where this formwork's gonna go, so that way we have it all in the right spot. So we're pretty much all laid out now for our bowling. So at least we got our pit set up. So you guys see they're forming out. All this nice finished plywood. They'll have the rebar that'll be. We're gonna make little stubs that will tie into the slab here. We're gonna brace all this too as well, so that way it'll be propped. We're gonna pour our other lower level slabs next week and then form this, get this one poured, then that one poured down there. Starting to rough in for the generator. So we're going to utilize some other trenches, backfill with more screenings, and we're going to get things stubbed over for our generator. I was working on fireplace, using a wet saw for everything. Old herringbone. So yesterday we got all of our gas lines roughed in. Same thing like before. Made my little block for our gas line for our Dante valve. We marked out our firebox. We got our location where it needs to stub in. So these ones we couldn't core drill later because if you core drill this way, you're going into the other firebox. So had to get all the prep done. Personally, I don't like flex in the fireplace. I like hard pipe only and make the guys do pressure on it. And then from this point on, then they can use flex, but I don't like flex in the fireplace. Got some long rafters. This guy's just got set up.
Stone is coming out a little bit or something.
But even like the iron ones, it looks like you're using the right facing. Yeah, because every now and then, like that one there is going to have the iron.
Yeah, I know, but it's the bigger one. The bigger one is like the point is always the side is iron. I have to put something.
Yeah. Well, we don't want it.
Try to.
No more than 20%.
Too much, but I have to.
Yep.
Maybe it's not.
But no, bigger chunks.
John, you see this coin over there in the pile? This one is straight, but it's iron.
It's kind of funny how dry of a mix it actually is, but after you slick it, it doesn't look that dry. Especially, it takes a while to even dry before you can wire it. Wire brush it. So like over here, we had a couple smaller pieces from the quarry at first, but then we've been only getting larger pieces. Every now and then they got to use smaller, but make sure they just try to eliminate as much smaller sections as possible. Talked about this before, but the 20% of the blue limestone, the rest is an Avondale. The Avondale, you can have the iron face or you could have the horizontal grain face. So we don't want to have too much of the iron face. We only want to have about 20% of that. And then on the larger size, we want to try and stick with at least 60% of the larger size stones, about 40% of the smaller chunks here and there. We always want bigger staggered chunks on the corner. Go over here. So this is a fun one. In our pool house, we only have one interior wall, stem wall all the way around. So we put this board up here to show where our interior door is going to be located. That way we can sneak our water lines up, we can sneak our electrical, extra conduits, AV, our line set for our HVAC. And then I just laid out plumbing for these guys. That way they can get their sink location, toilet, shower. And then this actually goes out to our sewer. It's not tied in yet, but it does stub out below the foundation through a link seal. And that will run down this way to our septic system. To make it easy for the guys, I give everybody screenshots, plus they have full sets of drawings, but I usually lay out everything. Center of toilet, center of drain, center of sink. I actually like to box out here in our concrete slab, so that way we'll actually set the final trap after framing is in. And then I'll even mark on the concrete here, like toilet center line, plus 13 inches off of there. We've got our shower wall location there. We've got our shower drain center line, plus 11 inches off of our foam. And then the sink is going to get a little interesting. Originally we had a regular style vanity that the trap or the drain was going to come up through the floor. That kind of changed now where it's a furniture style. So we're actually going to end up having a notch or wall to run our drain up into there for the furniture style vanity. And they head off for the other ridge section that ties into there. Got that ridge section up. They got some long rafter tails that run all the way down. This section here, we're tying in the other ridge point with the valleys. And since that ridge is short of the other one, there is a header. It runs to these other two triple LVL rafter legs. And you've got a triple header there, double LVL valleys, just a single ridge actually. As you saw on the other side, there was hangers catching the tops of those little short rafters.
Leonardo da Vinci make a very nice job.
Get some of these smaller gables set up. So they've been filling in all these valley rafters. Got their 90s all tied in, tying all the bar across. We've got uprates every 12 inches. And they're going to get their poly all prepped. Wire, column isolators will go around as well. So got all of our conduits already roughed in. Got our underground plumbing roughed in. Now we're starting to get a little bit of stone backfilled. And then we got to get screenings in. So the screenings are needed by code underneath of all of our plumbing. These are basically just frost walls. The grade does drop down off the back, so that side was deeper. Walls are insulated on the inside. The slab will be insulated as well. About 33 feet long. We've got the header there for our dormer. Bird's mouth cut. So you got a double LVL, a double header. And then since these are a longer run, they were designed with that knee wall, so we don't have any sag.
5.5. I'd say for sure more. Maybe, yeah. You got plenty there. That's fine.
Prepped. Inspection was earlier. Guys passed their inspection. So there'll be a little bit more concrete in that area. All these turn down locations. We're actually going to pour this a little later next week. They're going to pour their column isolations while they're doing the other lower slabs. Got our tape all around. On the expansion foam around pipes. Clean.